1,000 subscribers. Hey guys, I'm Blakemore. I teach, travel and sometimes triumph, and this is a massive triumph video. For some strange reason, 1,000 people have decided to subscribe to my extremely strange face, and fingers crossed you found something that I've created in the past useful. If you have, thank you so much for the support that you have given this channel, whether it be by commenting, liking or subscribing to this video. I really appreciate everything that you guys have sort of given me access to. This video is going to be based on some of the mistakes that I've made in the past. Mistakes that I've made creating videos, creating this channel, organizing this channel. I want to try and make it as useful as possible. I'd like to make something where I look back at the past of certain videos and why I decided to create this channel, and almost like a 1,000 subscriber special, if you like it. Let's say if this video hits 50 likes, then I'll make a video like that. But for now, I just want to say a massive thank you, and we're going to get straight into the video. The first mistake that I made creating this channel was quality. Now, quality has always been a focus of mine. However, I really struggled to implement quality when I was creating this channel. I made two key mistakes and almost like two tips for you guys, if that makes sense. The first one has always been lighting. Now, sat in this room, I feel like lighting is a little bit better, but for some reason, I've never really fully focused on lighting. Now, who wants to watch a channel or somebody if they can't really see them? Facing the light, making sure that you've got some sort of cheap lighting equipment is really important when you're making videos so that people can see you. The other important thing that I didn't really consider was audio, and I'll flash you back to one of my earlier videos.
So this is the first vlog. So some of you might be asking like why I'm starting to vlog, and to be honest, it's just like I get to go to so many different places, I get to see the world.
Now, as you can see, that's my first video, and the first bit of content that I've created and spoken to on the vlog, you can hear digging and all sorts of weird and strange things. And that's because I was just using the microphone that is on my camera. You'll also sometimes hear a little bit of a click, and that's because there was a little flappy bit where let me show you. So there's this flappy bit here where it would always click. So to stop that, I bought a tiny little Rode video mic, which is down there at the moment, which is still picking up the audio, but it just makes it that little bit clearer. So audio is really quite important when you're creating a video, because as well as wanting to see the person, people kind of want to hear you speaking, and I didn't really think about those specific things. My second mistake that I've made as a YouTuber is my expectations for the channel. Now, to start off with, I definitely started off by making the mistake that if I make videos, people will watch them. That's never how you should start as a YouTuber, if you can even call me that. Just because you make videos doesn't mean you're entitled to views. Now, that's the mistake I made because I was putting in perhaps 12 hours because I had this really bad laptop to start off with that would keep crashing when editing videos. I put in all this effort and wasn't getting the same views out, and I was getting really disheartened. I was a bit like, well, you know, what am I doing this for? But at the end of the day, like, I've started to realize that it doesn't really matter. The fact that I'm editing videos, filming videos, and helping one or two people out there is something that I find really rewarding. It's more about the reward than the views. And it's nice to get more people watching your videos and more exposure. However, you should never have the expectation that just because you put in effort into creating videos that you deserve views. The next mistake that I've always made has been my niche. What I mean by that is, for the longest time, I've been a teach, travel and triumph video person. However, all of the teach videos are the ones that actually do well on my channel. If you do YouTube videos, you can look through your channel and see what sort of videos are actually doing well. I know that if I make a video on teaching, then the chances are that my videos are going to get seen by more people. So as a result, in the future, I'm still going to make travel videos because I enjoy making them. However, teach videos are the videos I'm going to predominantly focus on because they're the ones that help the most people. Now, talking about making different videos, my next mistake was consistency. Now, around this time last year, me making videos sort of fizzled out, and that's because of reports, workload, and a couple of other things. But one of the reasons I say I have one of the best subscriber bases on YouTube is because actually my subscribers grew. The one thing that didn't grow though were my views. That obviously dropped because I wasn't making videos. Now, my next biggest mistake, one of the biggest mistakes I made when making YouTube videos was equipment. I used to believe that you really need fantastic equipment to make YouTube videos. And one of the reasons I didn't make more travel videos beforehand was because I had a small point and shoot. However, I know now that that point and shoot would have been really, really good. The one big thing you have by getting more equipment, like I showed you before, is that you've got to carry it. So not only is it heavy, it's also more complex. So I often have problems with SD cards, with batteries, and it's just issues that I didn't used to have with my point and shoot camera. Now, it sounds like I'm moaning, however, I'm trying to say to you that if you're thinking about making a YouTube video, never think about the equipment, think about what it is that you can put out there, because these things, phones, are more than good enough to create YouTube videos nowadays. They're fantastic in terms of quality of camera. If you're shooting a video on camera, just make sure you don't block the little microphone, the audio, because like I said about audio, that is something that is key. And if you do have a little point and shoot and you can, make sure the one thing you should have is a little microphone or something like that, because audio is key. So it's fair to say that the equipment you have doesn't really matter. Now, my next key mistake that I made whilst making YouTube videos was not starting sooner. I constantly had this big niggling thing in my head where I'd like, oh, I could make a YouTube video on that. Like, oh, how good would it be to make a YouTube channel? But I kept thinking of loads of different reasons why I shouldn't make one, that no one would be interested, that I wasn't good enough, I was shy behind a camera. I just kept making lots of different reasons. And for that reason, so many different videos that I could have made never got made. For example, there was so many different travels. I worked in Disney in America for a certain amount of time, and that would have been amazing to vlog. I went through all my teacher training, which would have been amazing to sort of capture that experience. And I just never made videos on that. So if you're thinking of making a YouTube video, just do it. The only thing I say is if you're a child, make sure you ask your parents. But what could really go wrong is the thing that I would say. Anyway guys, as I said at the start of the video, thank you so much for helping me hit 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe down in the corner. As I said before, if this video hits 50 likes, then I will be creating a 1,000 subscriber special. I make a range of teaching and traveling videos, so if you haven't already gone to my channel and checked those out, feel free to do that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm super excited for seeing how far this channel can go. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I'm out.